Good evening, Irondale. It is such a joy to have this opportunity to be able to give you some updates on what's going on in the magnificent city of Irondale. I have the opportunity to be able to share the stage with my children, Jade and Christian. They are the creators of this Facebook Live message that I'm giving to you today. Last year, when I was running during the election, I really did not want to do it. However, they kept saying, Dad, you need to get on Facebook Live. Dad, you need to get on Facebook Live. And I was like, I don't really want to get on Facebook Live, but sometimes you have to be able to listen to your kids. So I went ahead, grudgingly agreed to be on Facebook Live, and I could say that the rest is history. So today is our 1 year anniversary from when we started on Facebook Live communicating to the citizens of Irondale during the election. And after the election, we continued to create a series that is called Message with the Mayor. So I am delighted to be here with Christian and Jade today, and we're going to share some information with you that I hope that will be enlightening, that we will be able to give you an update on all the things that are going on in the city of Irondale, and that you would be highly pleased when we complete this telecast. Therefore, Christian and Jade, how are you all doing today?
You're doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I am waiting for you all to ask me all the questions that everybody else have been wanting to know about what transpired during the month of June and what are we getting ready to do in the month of July. I thought that I was going to have a vacation in July. However, if you receive the newsletter through the water bill, you would see that we have a lot of activities going on in the month of July. So I am trying to get rested up so that I could be able to complete this month and to be able to continue to build community in the wonderful city of Irondale. Therefore, I am going to allow Christian or Jay, I do not know who's going to be first, but if you all can just start hammering away at me and begin to ask me questions, then we can be able to share with the citizens that are tuned in tonight.
No problem. You want me to go first?
Yeah, it's on you.
Okay. So let's start with something, I guess, more recent. We have a new transporter that was just blessed upon Friday. So talk a little more about how that went.
Well, Fire Chief McDaniel said that the next time that I go to the mayor's meeting, he is going to go with me, because when we went to the last meeting in Hoover, when we returned to Irondale, he was in a position to be able to purchase a transporter. We've been having issues throughout the county with paramedic services and for people being able to receive calls at a decent time and being able to take them to the hospital and get them situated and then get back on their route. Therefore, we decided that we would go ahead and purchase our own transporter so that we will be able to control our own destiny. We put our transporter into service on Monday. However, we had a blessing of that transporter on Friday by Father from EWTN. So it was a wonderful occasion. It was a beautiful moment. And to know that when that truck answers its first call, that it has been blessed by the Lord to be able to carry out that task.
That's awesome. Irondale is moving on up.
Irondale is always moving forward. We always got something going on interesting. So that was just one of the things that transpired in our busy week right after the 4th of July.
You talked about how busy this month is. Usually July is usually busy because it's our birthday. Yours on the 8th, mine's on the 20th. Then everybody else has a birthday. But what is going to be going on in the city of Irondale during the whole month of July?
Well, just in case you did not hear what Christian said, my birthday was on July the 8th. I turned 57 years old, and Christian's birthday is on the 20th, where he will be 22 years old. But just kind of going through the calendar for the month of July, there is so many wonderful, exciting things that are going on and that is happening in the city of Irondale. We start out on July the 22nd. We're having the mayor's prayer meeting at Brookview Wesleyan Church at 9 a.m. So anybody that would like to participate is open to the public as well as the pastors. We believe that a city that prays together stays together. Then on that Friday, we're having an event for the children, which we're going to be able to show a movie in the park, Beacon Park. Get there early so that you can reserve your space. The name of the movie is Toy Story 4. So if you haven't seen the first three, I encourage you to go ahead and watch the first three so you will be updated by the time you get a chance to be able to see Toy Story 4 on the 23rd. Then on the 24th, we follow up that with a fun day by the tracks here at City Hall, where we're going to have food trucks. We're going to have individuals that are dancing, electric slide, the country line dance. You'll have a chance to be able to meet your counselor, to be able to meet your mayor. So it is a fabulous opportunity to come out and to continue to be able to build community. That event is going to start at 5 and is going to end at 8. Then on the 31st of July, we're going to have a backpack giveaway. We want to make sure that every kid in the city of Irondale, or let me say half of all of the kids in the city of Irondale, when they go back to school, that they will have the necessary supplies to enter the classroom. So on July the 31st, we're having what I call the Bobby Joe Wilson backpack giveaway, because when Councilor Wilson was here, he would sponsor that every summer. So we want to keep that going. Therefore, we're calling it the Bobby Joe Wilson backpack giveaway. It's going to be here at City Hall. We'll start at 11 o'clock until the last backpack is given away. The goal is to give out about 500 backpacks. So if we don't get you here, if we have anything left over, we'll make sure that we take them by the school. And finally, we're starting something which is very dear to my heart, which is called the Citizen Engagement Institute. We want to make sure that our citizens are educated and that they understand how local government works. Currently, we are taking applications for the first class. There are going to be 25 individuals in the first class that learns public safety, finances, the courts, public works. You will leave this class having a thorough understanding about how local government works. You will not have to rely on Facebook. You will not have to call your friend to see exactly what's going on, but you will be well educated to know exactly how government works. So I'm going to lead those 6 sessions. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to also implement the staff to be able to give their expertise, to be able to bring that credibility to the presentation that we're giving, because I know that they do it on a day-to-day basis. I'm usually just seeing the big picture. But we also want individuals to go online and to make sure that you sign up quickly. We already have 15 individuals that have signed up, so we only have 10 spots left, but we will create a waiting list just in case someone drops out.
Man, I guess you could really say July, well, these next couple of months in July are very jam-packed.
Yes, yes. They tell me that it's part-time, but I don't really feel like it's part-time because we have so much stuff, that is going on. And because we are trying to build community, yesterday you showed me a video, Jade, when I was on the city council in August the 22nd, when we had movie night in the park, which was about 12 years ago, the first time that we ever had movie night in the park. And one of the things that I was saying in that video is that I wanted to be able to build community. I want people to come out and to gather and get to know their neighbors. And now, 12 years later, I'm been given the opportunity to be able to exercise that in the city of Irondale, to really to be able to build community and build unity and have everybody on one accord.
That's so cool. Speaking of all the stuff that is going on in Irondale, I know we finished Blueprint Irondale back in May. So are there any updates on what's going on with that?
We finished Blueprint Irondale at the end of May. We had 1,149 individuals to respond, which was fantastic. We are having an advisory board committee meeting on July the 20th to go through the results. And then in the month of August, we're going to have a meeting that is open to the city to be able to share with the citizens what the survey revealed about their desires as we move ahead for the next 5 to 20 years.
Okay, can you give maybe a little hint of what the citizens asked? Maybe just a couple things.
Well, everybody wants a grocery store, and we're getting close to getting the grocery store. I said that I would not make an announcement until it was finalized. So far, 3 out of the 4 closings have taken place. So we hope that they have closed on the other property at the end of this week or either at the beginning of next week. Hopefully we'll have an announcement to be able to make about that soon. Everybody also wants to be able to have sit-down restaurants. They want us to be able to bring in more places where people can sit down and to be able to build community, and to also to be able to have a place where they can eat outside of the places that we currently have here in the city. One of the other things that came out of it is the people definitely want us to do something with Grants Mill Station. They would like for that area to be revitalized. Currently that property is up for sale for $6.5 million. If you remember when I ran for office about a year ago, I talked about revitalizing that particular shopping center and the possibility of moving the city center to that area. So now we may have an opportunity to be able to do that. So please don't call me on Monday and say the mayor stated that he was getting ready to move City Hall, but we are exploring the opportunity of moving City Hall and building some new facilities because our facilities are dated.
Okay.
Speaking of Grassroots Station, I was actually going to ask you about it. I drive by it every day, and it just looks the same. So I'm glad to hear some news on updating the plan for the Grassroots Station because it is very dated, like you said.
Yeah, I remember during the election where you had like the whole mock-up of what it could look like, which was so cool. So I can't wait to see, going forward what it could look like in the future.
Yes, well, it's good to have a vision. The Bible says where there's no vision, the people perish. We definitely are not ready to perish here in the city of Irondale. So if I don't have anything else, we may not have a lot of money, but we do. But also I have a lot of vision, and hopefully I can keep that vision in line with the resources that we have here to bring some of those things to fruition.
Okay, cool. Another thing that very near and dear to the citizens of Irondale that recently happened, the road pavement plan. Describe, I guess, what went into the planning of all that, and for those who haven't seen the when you did the work session or the news article.
Well, I just believe that we should keep our infrastructure intact. Our roads are a $74 million asset, and we should maintain it the best that we can. We have neglected the infrastructure here over the last 20 years, and now we have an opportunity to be able to do something big to be able to make a difference. I took the payment plan that we already had in place, and the plan said that if we took $2.4 million, that we would be able to improve the roads in the city of Irondale from 59% of them being from fair to good to about 64%. I felt like that would be a great place to start. So within the next 60 days, we should begin the process of upgrading our roads here in the city of Irondale. It's about 48 miles that we are improving, and there's 115 miles in the city altogether. With this project, we have almost improved 50% of the roads in the city. And we're looking to the second phase, which is going to start in FY22. So if you were not in the first phase, don't worry about it. You'll be in the second phase. And we plan on starting that as soon as we develop our spending plan for FY22. I promised the council that we would spend at least $2 million to be able to pull that off. So if you did not get in the first one, don't worry, you will be in the second phase, and that should take place within the next year.
Okay, awesome.
All right, speaking with the road pavement plan, anything that would help, would you think that the road pavement plan would help the cyclists that cycle on the roads? That usually I see them at least once a day.
Well, that was one of the complaints that came out of the town hall meeting that we had with the cyclists. They talked about the route that they use, is sometimes it's very bumpy. It's very hard for them to be able to navigate because of the pavement situation on some of the main thoroughfares that they use. We did include some of the roads that they take on a regular basis. Therefore, I believe that they will be very satisfied that we have addressed the problem and that they can come into the city of Irondale and ride on smooth roads and work and don't have to worry about maybe falling to the ground or tearing up their bike, something like that. So that's a pretty cool deal to be able to help the cyclists. They are always coming through the city of Irondale. I know yesterday when I was out exercising, I saw about 30 cyclists on Old Leeds Road. We need to make sure that we are very accommodating and that we're open and that we are bike friendly because they really love coming to the city of Irondale. So we want to make sure, they want to make sure that their ride is enjoyable.
Speaking with the road pavement plan, there's so much going on in Irondale right now. What is going on with Project X? Because I know that's something that I ask you about a lot, just picking your brain on what's going on, what I can learn from it, and all types of stuff. So what's going on with Project X?
Every time I'm sorry, Dad.
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, every time I hear Project X, it reminds me of like Weapon X, like this super secret project in the X-Men. So.
Well, it is a super secret project. When it takes place, it's going to change the landscape of the city of Irondale. It's going to explode this part of the county. We will have something that would be something that very few cities can claim to be able to have in their community. The project is moving forward at a pretty good pace. So far, so good. However, we know in development, it takes a long time to be able to bring something to the table where you actually have signed documents. At the present time, both parties are sitting down and working on a development agreement. Hopefully within the next 15 to 30 to 60 days. You never can give a timetable because everybody will hold you to it, but somewhere in the future, the development agreement will be signed. And once the agreement has been signed, we will make a public announcement and to inform the citizens about what's coming to Project L, what's the name of Project X, and what is coming to the 63 acres that is located right next door to the Mercedes dealership.
Oh, that's so exciting. I cannot wait. Another thing that occurred during this month, Ruffner Park. From what I recall during the city council meeting, the bid was rejected. So